Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy Steph Weezy. And it's 2020, boy, and I'm getting all the money. I don't care what no one says. I'm getting to it. I'm getting everything done. I'm getting in shape. I'm doing all that 2020 stuff, and I ain't holding back not one bit. Not one bit, man. Everything that I said I was gonna do, I did these last couple months, and I'm putting that foot on the pedal, and I ain't stopping until the wheels fall off. And then when the wheels fall off, I'm getting out, jumping, and putting new wheels on them, and still going. Engine blowout, man. You get the point. I ain't stopping. In other words, man, it's a never-ending process, never-ending journey, man. It don't stop. It don't stop, baby. I say all that to say this, man. It's time, man. It's anybody that ever thought about doing something, I think today is the day to do it. Pick it up. You want to start a YouTube channel? You tired of watching it? It's time to make your own. Jump on there, make your own. It don't take nothing but 10 minutes. And I know what you think. You got all these doubts. You ain't got this camera. You ain't got blase. You got to scratch all that. You got to remove all that doubt. You got to do it. You got to put your foot on that gas, man. Just do it, no matter what. You don't know what you're talking about, man. Get on there and talk about something that you know about. You know about basketball, man. Get on there and talk about the flick of the wrist. Just do something. Just start it, and you're going to figure it out. Everything else on the way there. You ain't got to have everything figured out by now, but just make the first step, because a lot of things that people don't even get stuff done because they never start. You ain't even gonna know if you're gonna fail until you start. So just start something. Start whatever it is today. And I'm not saying it gotta be YouTube channel. Just start something. You want to get better at your left hand layup? Man, make that choice. Get up, go to the gym, start working on that left. Yes, you're gonna be terrible the first 5,000 times you try it, but you're gonna get better. You're gonna get better with time. Everything comes better with time. Practice. I edit these videos that I do, these skits. I play whatever you watch me for Dave & Buster's, basketball video, whatever I do, it took time, it took practice, it took me locking in, hey man, I could do this. Even at D&B, I was getting jackpot first, I was missing. I'm like, man, I'll get 1 out of 5, 0 out of 5. Then I said, if I get 1, I know I can get 5. And I just kept practicing. All right, what's working? Oh, this ain't working. When I flick the wrist this way, that ain't working. All right, let's try it this way. And I kept trying, I kept going, and sooner or later, I got better. Now I'm winning switches, Xboxes, everything. Now I got too good, I ain't even playing it. I'm on a whole other mission. But it's just proving to myself that I could do it. And all it does is take dedication. It takes you making that first step. You can't be afraid to fail, y'all. Y'all can't be afraid to fail. Because I guarantee you, this was something good. And I was looking back through my tweets and everything. And I was looking at it. I said something. I said, you're going to wish a year from now, from today, so 2021, January 1st, you're going to wish a year from now you started today. And with that being said, I got so much accomplished. At the time, I'm like, man, I got 40,000 followers on Instagram within that year. And I'm like, wow. But imagine if I just didn't do nothing. I just chilled the whole year and didn't believe in myself. I would have been at the same little followers I had. I'm like, man, put that work in and give what you got and it's gonna come back. Oh damn. Ooh, what is you doing? See, that's why you can't never record and drive. That ain't where it's at. I was trying to show y'all the city. But long story short, here the city. I'm doing a lot of I should be wearing my safety device, which I'm gonna put on right now because I'm bluffing. I just got out of a huge meeting and I tried to rush. But I told myself, I said, dang, you know what, I'm gonna get this work done. I'm gonna get this YouTube done because I was posting, I was just built up a lot of steam last year. I got 4,000 subscribers. And I was like, I'm gonna post every day. And I was posting every day and I stopped. I start posting once every 3 days. And I was like once every week, once every 2 weeks. I'm like, nope, I gotta stay on top of it. I need to drop gems or at least give back or keep y'all updated with what's going on. If it's not content evolved around things y'all wanna see, such as Dave & Buster's videos or blase. But I know inspiration is always in need. I'm in search for inspiration every day. And this is something I want y'all to follow my journey and my steps because I feel like I'm on a great path to success. You know what I mean? I'm doing what I want to do and getting paid to do what I want to do. I think I'm on a great path and I'm lining myself up and everything that I said I was going to do, I was doing. And I'm following through with the steps, man. It's like I'm following through with the jump shot, man. I'm following through and it's buckets every time I release. 9 times out of 10, I'm shooting deep too. Yeah, but man, I'm in this beautiful city, Minneapolis. I love my city, man. I'm putting on for my city, man. I got so many big things. I got the movie dropping 2020. I'm dropping that soon, within the next 2 months. I'm putting deadlines on myself, man. Next 2 months, man, that movie's gonna be finished. And I got the name down, everything. Just know that all my skits, if y'all follow my skits, my comedy skits that I do, I got, I'm upgrading that thing, man. I'm doing it. I'm taking it to another level. I said if I could do a skit, I could do a movie. If I could do a movie, man, I could do more than a movie. You know what I'm saying? What else? I could do shows. I could do all that. I proved to myself. Got millions of views independently. No push, no promotion, no none of that. My own network. So I proved to myself. I said, wow, I'm doing things that big companies can't even do. And you got 20, 50 people in this little office brainstorming on how to get the views that I get with, you know, 1 brain, 2 brains, sometimes 3 brains. That's it. My team's very small right now. My ideas come from a couple people, if not me alone. It's like, is it, man. I don't need a lot. I need solid people. Be real, you know, be cautious who you surround yourself around, man. If you have bigger goals than the people you're around, man, sometimes you gotta shake them. You gotta go be around people with bigger goals. You gotta go where them people be at, you know what I'm saying? Change them circles, because you know, birds of feather flock together, man. Y'all ain't gonna get too much done if y'all doing the same stuff. You going to the club every week, that's what you on? Going to the club every week. You gonna see the same people, if not a couple others. You gonna spend the bread. What are you getting out of that besides a hangover and bad lungs? You ain't getting nothing unless you going there with an objective. You going and getting networking done, but a lot of times that ain't the case. You going out there to chase them Tatianas, hot cocking, whatever you doing, it's not adding up, man. And I observed my life, and I'm like, man, a lot of these decisions I made said wasn't in line with what I really want to be doing out of life, you know. And at that moment, it was just like I was lost in a sense, and I was doing a lot of lost stuff that lost people do. But now it's like, nah, man, I'm buckling down, and it's crazy because these last couple months of me buckling down, oh my, I got so much done. I got more than I did in the last 5 years with everything, learning the game, business, you know what I'm saying, LLCs and stuff that I never taught. I had to self-teach myself everything, you know. But it's a grind, man. I just want to say, man, y'all lock in, follow through with the thought that you have, you know, because you're not crazy. And you seeing something, confirmation, you see something that someone else is doing, you're going to look at it like, man, I could do that too. You can do that. Don't doubt yourself, because you can. You see other people doing it. The only difference between you and people that are doing it is they put that in motion. Them ideas you see out there, like, man, I could have did that. I mean, I had that idea already. Well, they just put it into motion. You had that idea, you could have did it. You could have pulled out your phone and start talking about whatever they doing, or, you know, jumped in the gym, shot however, man, I could have been in the league. You could have been practicing, whatever they do, they just did it. Discipline. That's the word, man. That's where I'm going in. Discipline, man. That's my new word. That's my 2020 word. 2020 weeds, discipline, baby. Discipline everything, man. But even you know, principles. I'm big on principles, man. I move off principles, man. You know, there's a certain way to do things, and you know what I mean, certain things I won't allow. But that's a deeper story. I ain't gonna get into all that. That's gonna drop soon. But I even want to tell y'all, man, on some funny stuff. Last night, you know, I was you know, I was feeling good. I had my rosé. I'm like, man, I'm about to bring this new year in the right way. And then something hit my mind. I'm like, man, I just heard my boy's podcast, and I'm like, man, I wanna jump on that podcast. So I had a decision to go turn up, probably go blow some bands, you know, whatever, bring it in the new year. But I'm like, nah, I want to go and bring this new year in the right way. I'm jumping on that podcast, and I want y'all to know a little bit about me. Shout out to Legit Life Podcast. You know, they got a podcast on, I think it's like the app is podcast, probably Spotify too, but I don't know. I listen to it on podcast. It's called Legit Life Podcast. Yeah, but it's lit, man. It's lit. I jumped on there. I said, this is what I want to do. I brought the New Year's in doing a podcast, dropping gems and getting stuff out my brain, and more tapping back into how I became what I am, and why I'm doing the things I want to do now. Because a lot of people, if you know me, you know my backstory. You know, I played professional. I played college D1. I'm really good at basketball. Then I stopped. You know what I'm saying? Certain things happened in my life that I just, you know what I'm saying, I moved a different direction. But I always had this passion in me to do what I'm doing now, these videos and making people laugh. Like, I always loved that. You know what I'm saying? That's something I do for free. I started off the platform of Vine and cracking jokes, doing this for free. It was never money involved, but you know, to know that you can get paid off this, you gotta, you know, figure out like, oh wow, this is a way to monetize what I already love doing. So, you know, I'm doing it, and it's a blessing, man. And the same thing, like, you know, whatever you do, man. I'm just, long story short, man, I'm trying to say all that to say this, man. Get up off your rump and get to it, man. Get to whatever you was thinking about doing last year, whatever you said you was gonna do before this year, because you know that voice whispers in your head like, man, do this. This is what you want to do. So just start it, man, and have full faith in it and ride that way. I don't know what that smell is, man. You know, raggedy old oxygen car might be doing something. I smell something funny. But long story short, man, I'm logging off, man. Shout out to everybody that's following me, subscribe. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate the comments. I appreciate the likes, shares, all that good stuff. And it's only gonna get better because I'm getting better cameras. I'm getting better everything. I'm getting more into depth. I'm learning more. So I'm just getting better time like mine, baby. Signing out, man. Love, man. Y'all stay tuned.